Hello and welcome to the Dare to Dream radio show. This is your host, Deborah Dachinger. And so many ways to get in touch. Go to Deborah Dachinger, DACHINGER.com and join us there. And we're also on Facebook, fan page, Dare to Dream Radio and TV, YouTube, Deb on the Radio, Blogspot, Deb on the Radio at blogspot.com. And we'd love to have you join us in all of these venues. So I just want to give a shout out. We heard from Nicholas Arnold, who's a filmmaker in Toronto, Canada. Nicholas wrote in to say, just wanted to send a quick message. I've been checking out your show and I'm quite enjoying it. Thank you for your wisdom. Highly enjoyable, Nicholas. Well, Nicholas, keep making your films and inspiring us, and thank you so much for writing in. Again, love to hear from men who are out there doing their thing. We all need to be doing our thing. So dreams, my dears, dreams. Right now, what's really up for me and what I want to impart to you is presence, breath, miracles, and shifting energy. All of the above. What I go through is what I bring into the studio to share with you, and all of this is what helps me on my way to a dream come true and a goal. And really tonight we're talking about creating your miraculous life, creating, which means that you're a part of the creation. Oprah Winfrey said, you can find the sacred in the most ordinary of things, and that is the truth. There is a miracle in the smallest of things. Frankly, if you actually just observe nature, it's miraculous. How does it do what it does? How do seasons happen? Cycles happen? How does water bond? How does gravity happen? How does everything work so that life sustains us? The inner workings of our bodies. It's pretty fantastic. So I want you to think about miracles, because miracles, it is said, are extraordinary events in the physical world that surpasses all known human or natural powers. It's also an event or an effect manifesting or considered as a work of God. It is a wonder, it is a marvel. So live in miracles, small and large. Expect them. Be open to them. Of course, let that go, but just allow them to come into your life. And some of the things you can think about that may have happened to you is, in your life, when you look back, has anything improbable ever happened to you with people? I can tell you that just last week I was at a party. I went to a luncheon, and I'll tell you two stories about that luncheon that are interesting. The first is, and this does happen to me, but it's always unexpected because I get information in ways that I don't know when it's coming. I walked in, and the person in front of me were each given tickets because they were giving out prizes. And that person got a ticket, and I just had like that jolt feeling, and I said, you're going to win something. You're going to win, in fact, the best prize today. Well, I'll tell you that entire prize giving happened. Every prize was given out. And the gal said, I'm sorry, it's all over. And the person looked at me like, but you said. And all of a sudden she said, oh no, I'm sorry. There was one more gift under this piece of furniture here, and I missed it. And she pulled out the winning ticket. Now, there was a lot of people there. It was the guy sitting next to me. It was the person I told, you're going to win something. And he indeed won an $80 something that was pretty incredible, and that he really needed. So that was so nice. I trust that those more and more and more, and I'm always fascinated when they come. Now, the other thing that was very interesting, talk about miracles, is I am learning to shift energy. And what I mean by that is, I was sitting at a table, it was a work-related event, and I just happened to be at a table with mostly people I don't really know. And I happened to notice, while somebody was talking, the tension in my body. And I thought, oh my God, I'm so like, new people, nervous, event, whatever. And I just made a choice in that moment. Breathe and be authentic. And it's completely okay, Miss Deborah, to be yourself. It's completely okay whatever happens. It's completely okay if you're quiet, if you have something to contribute. The moment I gave myself permission and the moment I shifted my energy, made the observation of what was happening, chose not to stay in that, and instead rediverted my attention and my energy and said, no, I prefer to be this. I want to be open, receptive, connecting. I want to be myself. I want to enjoy myself. I have to tell you, the conversation at the table was terrific. We really had some great conversation. There was some very interesting people sitting there as well. So, those were two really nice miracles that happened. How about, have you ever had a chance meeting? Have you ever had an accident, an adventure, a medical crisis, anything unusual that perhaps you survived and that something came out of, something that may have either changed the trajectory of your life or brought something in that wouldn't have been there? Any important events in your career, any improbable things arrived just when you needed it. I remember when I was an actress, I'll never forget this. I was an actress, and oh, you know the life of an actress. You work, 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 and then nothing. You work, 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 and then nothing. And I was during that nothing phase, and I remember I was down. And I got back to my apartment, and I had been praying on the way home because I was down. And I was saying, oh, God, send me something because this is terrible. I can't do this. I need work. I was just like in tears. And I remember opening my door and walking in, and the phone rang. And I picked it up, and I swear to you, on the phone was this group I had auditioned for quite some time ago. They clearly had moved on with the show and had chosen somebody else. They were in Vegas. They went around touring with the show. They were in Vegas doing the show. And this person, for whatever reason, could not do the show. And they called me and said, we remembered your audition. You were so wonderful. Can you come to Vegas and can you fill in? I'm like, can I come to Vegas? I thought, you don't pray about this stuff and then walk in with your phone ringing and not do anything about it. Of course I went to Vegas, and I performed with them for quite some time. It was a miracle. And any weird but true experiences in your life, strangers, songs, books, dreams, oh, I have lots of those. Use your own positive, passionate energy to create a new world for yourself. Just be willing to look at the miracle that you already are. And because I don't want you to gloss over that, I'm going to say it again. Be willing to look at the miracle that you already are. Joseph Campbell said, you are already that. You have the power to create your own future. And I have been noticing and thinking about how everything I observe, as we know there's no separation, we're all one, we're all connected. And I've been thinking about how it is that there is nothing for me to envy because I have that too. There is nothing for me to judge because I have that too. So, if I should sit back and say, oh, you know, Debbie, that girl Debbie, she's such a go-getter, she travels all over, she does this and that, she gets paid really nicely, she gets these really great gigs, she's successful. Well, so am I. So am I. If I were to look, there's somebody else I know who's an amazing entrepreneur. This woman is really pretty great and powerful. And to me, she's just an archetype. Well, I am too. I am powerful. I am an entrepreneur. And if I look at somebody and I also have a friend who sometimes, she texts me these very short quips, and I know she doesn't mean it, but it always kind of like, God, I just wish she'd at least write hugs at the end, something so I know there's a connection, but it feels really cold. And although I don't do that behavior, I definitely have a space where I can be cold at times. Unknowingly, unconsciously, not meaning to upset anybody, but it happens from time to time because of whatever maybe rush or space I'm in. So I'm just saying there's no separation. Notice the miracle in that. I am already that. And whatever I want in my goal, in my dream, oh, I want to be this and this, it's not distant, that and that. It is already me. I am already that. You are already your goal and your dream. Look for miraculous ways to realize your dream. You can turn to meditation, you can turn to journaling, inspirational reading, things like that to, get some spiritual source material into your hands and your life. Get some downtime so that you can hear. We have to hear things from those unseen friends who support us. So do that. Surrender, surrender, surrender. Surrender who you are. Surrender this day, this moment, whatever's going on. Wayne Dyer says, I am realistic. I expect miracles. So open up to the infinite possibilities available to you. Accept full responsibility for who you are and what you're doing. You can always ask yourself, what don't I want to deal with? And what don't I want to take responsibility for? Well, you're going to clean stuff up and feel amazing the moment you do deal with it and do take responsibility for it. Clean up that clog in your life and move forward. Make yourself a priority in your own life. Be willing to make changes, positive changes, changes that benefit all, win-win. Believe in the abundance of the universe and that you are supported and loved. And there are only two ways to live your life. One is though nothing is a miracle, and the other is though everything is a miracle. Albert Einstein.